Hi friends, welcome back to Nestle's Nook. So today I'm going to make something I've never made before. And if you watched my grocery haul about a week ago, I had bought this 3-quart cast iron pan at Kroger's. And I wanted to use that actually over in the Combi as a slow cooker. I don't know how well this is going to work out. I don't know how well it's going to, everything's going to go. But in my head it sounds really good, so I'm going to go ahead and try it this way. So what I'm making is chicken and mushroom soup. I've never made this before ever, period, so this is all going to be new too. And the Combi, actually, mine does have a saute feature. It does have the slow cook feature. Not every Combi has the same features, which I don't understand that, but manufacturers do what they do. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you down here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to go ahead and get this started here. I will have the ingredients and stuff down below and where I got it from. So what they said is to put in some olive oil. Now obviously I'm probably going to put in a little bit more vegetables in this than what they say, because I love onions, I love the carrots, I love the celery. So I'm putting in a little bit more just because I can. Now on that grocery haul I had also bought that 5 pounds of carrots, and we got those cleaned and diced today. So that's really nice. I thought I'd have room in my freeze dryer for this, but I have 5 trays of the celery because I had bought 12 stalks of celery. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here too. And I don't know why the soup does not have, and I'm going to double check again, it does not have potatoes, but I don't know why it wouldn't taste super good with potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stir this up a little bit here. Get this all nice and blended. Already looks pretty good to me, honestly. And what I'm going to do is I'll be putting this over on the saute function. Now, I did find out on the Combi, when you use the saute function, you have to have the door open. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cook this just for a few minutes without the chicken. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the chicken, and we're just going to be pulling in and out of the Ninja or the Combi until everything gets done. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Now obviously this area here, I had to take down my knives and stuff to make this all fit over here. That makes it easier for you all to see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to be doing is the saute function is on the downside. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and hit start and go down to the saute and hit start. Oops, did it again. Alright, and then so all what's going to happen is just let that sit there for a minute, and it's going to start to saute like normal. And then I'll be adding, I'm not going to add as much chicken as it calls for, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead, I don't have any fresh mushrooms, so I'm going to go ahead and use my own canned mushrooms. But I'll be getting the rest of this around, and also it calls for heavy cream. And I don't know about you, but heavy cream is way expensive. And I just don't want to pay the price for heavy cream. But if you do not know this previously, you can actually take your milk, put some butter in it, and it becomes heavy cream. So that can save you some money, especially if you have milk and butter. So I'll go ahead and get this sauteed here for a minute. I'll bring you back when it's time to add the chicken and show you what things are looking like. And then once we get this all together, we'll put it on the slow cook feature and get our dinner going. So we'll be back. Alright, I've let that cook for about 5 minutes. It's not nowhere near done, obviously. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is throw in the chicken now. So that can start to get sauteed too. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in my canned mushrooms. You know, it says fresh, but you know, you use what you have. And I always have my canned mushrooms. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic. Now, you guys know I sat there and I chopped up all that garlic. I put it in my freezer. And you think I could find that garlic? I have to really clean out my freezers. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up really good. Put this back in there. And keep actually sauteing this. So it's going to go back in here now. And because, oops, you guys can't see what I'm doing. And because the button is pushed back down, the time is going to start going back up. So when the chicken is done or almost done, I'll go ahead and pull this out and put all the rest of the stuff that goes in here. But so far that's looking really good and smelling really good. So, alright friends, so the chicken is almost all the way done. And it obviously, because this is going to be slow cooking, it's going to finish cooking at that time, obviously. And then what it calls for is a 1/4 cup of flour. That's going to help thicken this. As it's actually cooking. Get that all put in there. This actually smells amazing. I could see actually putting some potatoes in here though. So what I'm going to be doing is I have 2 cups of my broth here. I'll stir that in. And then I have my milk that I put a little bit of butter on there. I'll go ahead and give that a stir. Alright. Put that in there. And then it says I'm going to need 4 more cups of broth. So here's chicken broth. Now to me with this pan, this is going to be really pushing it. This is probably about a cup or so left in there, but I'm going to go ahead and stop because I need to be able to have room to do the slow cook. So it also said add some parsley. It said fresh, which I never had fresh. And I'll go ahead and I'll put in my garlic powder and onion powder. Go ahead and put some salt and some pepper. Give that a really nice big stir. I mean, it looks really good so far. I mean, possibly, I don't think we needed as much broth is what they called for. I think 4 cups would have been more than enough. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on now. I told you we had to take the lid off here to make this actually fit inside the combi. So go ahead and put this back in here. And what we'll be doing is we'll be shutting this off. We're going to still go ahead and leave this on the air fry section because down here is a slow cook. So I'll go ahead and turn this on and bring this down to the slow cook. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on high because everything is cooked. Oh, I didn't even show you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyways, you have this still over here. I should get stuff on there already today. Turn this on. I have this on the slow cook feature. It's on high because everything at this point is pretty much already cooked. So you're just pretty much, getting all the flavors all together and everything. But go ahead and hit start. It has a 6-hour timer. I'm not going to be using 6 hours, obviously. But I think this is going to be probably a very, very tasty soup. And we'll just probably make garlic bread or something to go along with that. That's usually what we end up doing, it seems like, when we do soup. But we'll go ahead and do like some sort of side for this. And we'll be back in a couple hours when I'm done actually slow cooking this, and we'll show you what that's looking like. Alright, so this has got, I'm almost down to like 2 hours the soup has been cooking. So I'm going to go ahead, and I found some bread in the freezer. I thought I had more, but I'm out. So hopefully this voice will stay. So I'm going to go ahead and take some butter and put it in the little container. And I've been doing it this way, and I really kind of like it this way a little bit more. There's some parsley, and there's some garlic. And I've just been mixing that together really well in the container. And I just spread that over it. Now that I have my new June back, and because the Combi is being used, I'm going to go ahead and do the garlic bread over there in the June. I like the way the June does it anyways, and now that it's new, it's working even better. But this is just that French bread from Walmart. I mean, you could do the same thing with just like regular bread toasts, or pieces of bread or whatever have you. I'm currently out of bread because we had too many sandwiches or whatever. I don't know what we did, but I need to pick up some more bread, and I just don't feel like going to the store because I'm feeling lazy today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. I'm going to go ahead and throw that over there in the June, and we'll show you what this is looking like when it comes back, and we'll make everything up. Alright, now I think this actually had a little bit too much broth for my liking. Making this again, I think I would only do like the 4 cups of broth, and that might even be pushing it, or I add more vegetables, one of the two. So this looks incredibly yummy. We did have a taste of it an hour in, and I believe I like the taste of it a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this in some of our little bowls. I'm still waiting for the bread to be done. Now I put some ice cubes in the bottom of mine because I can't handle the soup being as hot. Mark likes it super hot, but I don't eat food that's super hot. But I think there's probably enough left over for another meal or so, or not a meal, but like a little snack. So this is what the soup is looking like, and I will show you what the bread is looking like as soon as that's done. Alright, so the garlic bread looks amazing. It just came out of the June. The soup looks absolutely amazing. We tasted it. It tastes absolutely amazing, and I think I would probably make the soup again, but like I said, I would definitely add more vegetables or less broth, one of the two, and I could easily see putting some potatoes in there. That potatoes I think would be like maybe 1 potato, not a whole bunch, but just about 1 potato. So let me know if you've ever made this before. The instructions will be actually down below where I got the website from. And anyways, so let me know if you like that. And so far, I do like this little 3-quart crock that I got from Kroger's. It was on sale for $19.99 a couple of weeks ago. I don't know for sure if it's still on sale or not, but nonetheless, it did really well. Mark had to take the handle off because it wouldn't fit in the Combi, but the Combi did seem like it worked really well as a slow cooker, so I know that function actually works. So we're still at 100% of everything's turning out. So thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day, and Happy New Year.